The purpose of this warm-up quiz is to get students working as soon as the tardy bell sounds. It also provides students with practice on previous math topics. This timer will count down for them to begin the quiz in class. The warm-up quiz answers are coming up next after all students have picked up their paper at my desk, where I have photographed each one. Answers for the warm-up are 34, 47, 35, 16, and 766, 5 points each. Bonus answers are -1, -15, 1, 9, -27. The lottery is 93943. The following are the solutions to the previous school day's homework. Students will get 100 points if they show all work for all problems. Students will get extra points for any correct answers they obtain. All student work is photographed before they check their own paper. On number 1, your answer should be 5x plus 4 over x squared plus 2x, and the excluded values are -2, 0. Your grading for this will be 1 point for your simplified answer and 1 point if you have all excluded values. Number 2 is -3x squared plus 10x plus 4 over x squared minus x minus 2, and the values are -1, 2. Number 3 is 3x squared minus 4x minus 2 over x squared plus x minus 2, and the values are -2, 1. Number 4 is 2x squared plus 17x minus 5 over x squared plus 5x minus 6, and it's -6, 1 for the values. A little mistake to take care of. You have 2 here. That should not be a 2. That should just be x cubed and then plus 4x squared. The other side is okay, so you have that taken out. So that should fix it, yes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
6 is 2x squared plus 2 over x squared minus x minus 6. And then -2, 3. Alright, 7 is x squared minus 12x over x squared minus 3x minus 10, and then -2 and 5.
I have all the bottoms right and
Number 8 is 4x plus 24 over x squared plus 4x, and then -4, 0. 5x squared minus 3x over 2x squared minus x minus 6, and a -3 halves and 2. And number 10 is 10x plus 10 over 3x squared plus 8x minus 3, and -3, 1/3. The following are extra credit answers for the assignment that was given as extra credit with the previous homework assignment. Number 1 is 13x plus 20 over x squared plus 2x, and -2, 0 are the excluded values.
that is all plus 2.
Number 2 is x squared minus 4x minus 14 over x squared plus 5x plus 6, -3, -2. 3 is 16x minus 1 over 2x squared minus x minus 1, -1/2 and 1. 4 is 3x squared plus 25x plus 8 over x squared plus 9x plus 14, -7 minus 2. And 5 is x plus 27 over x squared plus 3x, negative 3, 0. YouTube bonus is 5 points, and that's negative 5 or negative 7. The objective for today is to add and subtract rational expressions. The following is an example problem. Alright, here is a problem, and you have to answer some questions on this. The problem is x plus 1 over x minus 3 minus x plus 6 over x minus 4. What is the first thing that I do on this problem, Smith? Find the common denominator. That is right. What is the common denominator going to be, Johnson? What is the common denominator, Dietrich? That is right. You simply multiply the denominators together to come up with x minus 3, x minus 4 on both sides. Poorly written, but still the same. Okay, how do I find the numerator up here on the left-hand side? What do I do, Sexton? That's right, you multiply x plus 1 by x minus 4, the opposite denominator. So we will do that and just leave it in this form, x plus 1, x minus 4 on top. And we'll simplify it in the next step. How do I find this denominator over here on the right? Rayburn. That's right. It'll be x plus 6 and then times x minus 3. Okay. A heads up, the next few questions are going to be multiplying those two binomials in the numerator and denominator. So the first one I'm looking for is this one up here. When I I just scratched it out. Let's see if I can erase that and get creative. No, so it's just got to stay that way. So I just have to remember that was a minus sign. Oops. What is x plus 1 times x minus 4? That goes to Murray. X squared minus 3x minus 4 is right. On the bottom of that same fraction, what is x minus 3 times x minus 4, Davis?
X minus 7x plus 12.
That's right, x squared minus 7x plus 12. So we still have minus. What is x plus 3 times x minus 6, Lewis? What is x plus 6 times x minus 3, Colin?
X squared plus 3x minus 18.
X squared plus 3x minus 18 is right. All right, what is x minus 3 times x minus 4, Huey? X squared minus 7x plus 12 is right. Okay, what is my next step for this problem? What do I do next? Klein. What do I do next? Terry. Oh, she's not here, so we'll leave her out. And what do I do next? Howard. What do I do next? Gaffney. What comes up next? Jones. Yes, we have to subtract. That's a true answer. So she gets the point. Now, when I subtract, I'm going to have x squared minus 3x minus 4 over x squared minus 7x plus 12. But then something has to be done to this stuff over here. What must I do to that second numerator? Applegate M. Put it in parentheses, right. So we'll go like that. Minus the quantity of x squared plus 3x minus 18. Okay, once I've done that, what do I do next? Collins isn't here. Blake. What do I do next? Applegate B.
You take it out of parentheses and change the signs. So you minus x squared minus 3x.
That's right. We're going to change the sign of everything inside the parentheses. So it's minus x squared minus 3x plus 18. The denominator stays the same. Okay, so now we go to the next step. When I simplify, as I put the sticks back in the cup, when I simplify the numerator, I just want to know what I have left over when I simplify my x squares. What's left over when I simplify the x squares, Howard? What's left over when I simplify the x squares, Lewis? What's left over when I simplify the x squares, Colin?
0.
0, that's right. They cancel out. X squared minus x squared. So those are gone. What am I left with when I simplify my x terms? Klein.
0.
Not 0. What's left over from the x terms? Huey.
Negative 6x squared.
Not negative 6x squared. What's left over from the x terms? Rayburn.
Negative 6x.
Negative 6x, that's right. So I have a negative 6x, and that comes from this and this. What do I have left over when I simplify my constants? Sexton. 14 is right. Okay, on the bottom, I still have this denominator. And that's going to be my simplified answer. But I have to remember back to what my denominators were to start with. And it was x minus 3, x minus 4 up here. So if it were x minus 3, x minus 4, what would my excluded values be? And that question will go to Smith. 3 and 4 is right. The following is a practice problem. This problem is x plus 2 over x minus 1 minus x minus 6 over x plus 5. Alright, so we're going to have, when we find the common denominator, we multiply the bottoms together, and to find the numerators, you're multiplying numerator times opposite denominator. So you should have x plus 2, x plus 5 over x minus 1, x plus 5. And then you should have x minus 6, x minus 1 over x minus 1, x plus 5. Next up, we have to multiply here. So that is x squared plus 7x plus 10 over x squared plus 4x minus 5. And then x squared minus 7x plus 6 over x squared plus 4x minus 5. So now we have to combine them together. We'll have one denominator of x squared plus 4x minus 5. Remember, this becomes a quantity and you're subtracting it, so you should have minus x squared plus 7x and then minus 6, and we'll scratch that out. So it comes out to be x squared minus x squared, so those cancel out. And 7x plus 7x is 14x, and 10 minus 6 is 4. The only thing left to do is to find the excluded values, so x cannot equal, and we can take a look at it right here, x minus 1, x plus 5. So the excluded values are going to be negative 5 and 1. This is a bonus problem for students who have completed their practice problem and still have time to do other work. Simplify this expression. The answer to the bonus is 9x plus 14. This is a bonus problem for students that are finished with their practice problem and have time to do extra work. Simplify this expression. Answer to the problem is 5x plus 7. This is a bonus problem for students who have completed their practice problem. Simplify this expression. Answer to the bonus is negative 16. The purpose of the end of class quiz is to measure how well students learned the basic concepts of today's lesson. There are bonus problems for faster students and lottery options for all students. The end of class quiz answers are coming up next after all students have collected their paper from the table, where I have photographed each one. The following homework assignment is due on the next school day. Students must show all work to get full credit, which is 100 points. Extra points are given for correct answers. The following is an extra credit assignment. It is optional. Students wishing to earn extra points can try the assignment. They will get points based on correct answers.
I think I'm gonna do it, and then I get home at 10 o'clock at night and I say,
Congratulations, you have found the YouTube bonus, which is worth 20 points. Try the problem, show all work, do it on a separate sheet of paper. It will be asked for when we bring up the homework and the other extra credit. Thank you for watching this video from my classroom. Homework assignments can also be obtained at my website, which is www.skinnermoney.com.